Yo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome in. We've got an exciting race for you today. Let's see here. We have the Zelda 2 100% All Keys Tournament 2023 Sweetie Bit Round 2 Vaughn versus MoogleMod. We are all set. Should be an interesting match. I should have some more comms coming here shortly, maybe. I forgot who is joining me. Shiner might be joining me here. They might have been having some technical difficulties or something like that, but they might be in here in a second. I'm gonna finish setting up the rest of this race. How's everyone been doing today? I hope everyone's having a good day. I hope work's been treating you well. I literally just got home. I'm still in my uniform. Everything looked good. Everything sound good. Hope everything's alright here. Is my uniform a Link costume? It is not. It is an OxyFresh carpet cleaning polo. Visit www.oxyfresh.com. Get your carpets cleaned, tile and grout cleaned, upholstery cleaned, and some franchises do hardwood, so that's right. Link to the Adventure of Zelda. The race has started, ladies and gentlemen. Why does the timer always mess up when that happens? I've got to find a way to fix that. I need an adult. It looks like they're off. We have sound. I'm not sure why the pictures are different here. See if I can fix that. There we go, that's a little better. It's probably me, Zero. MoogleMod having a little trouble here in Magic Cave. No bag for them. I did not see if Vaughn got a bag or not. No bag for Vaughn. Moogle getting the forest bag. I like it. Vaughn almost went a little bit early there. Setting up for double bubble. Looks like he got it. Moogle doing shield first. Very nice. 2 flat P1 entry for Vaughn. Moogle's gonna appear to be about, is it 60 seconds to get shield? Chat will help me out here. I believe it's 60 seconds to get shield, so they'll look about a minute behind until they exit P3, and then they should line back up. 62. Wait, we're gonna round it. Let's see what Moogle does here. It did not stop for an encounter skip. Just gonna walk the bubbles. No, Vaughn did not get a bag. Vaughn did a double bubble. Killing the gorilla first. I like it. Nice and safe, nice and cozy. It's like laying on a couch, wrapped up in a blanket, watching a movie. That's what killing that gorilla first is like. Moogle on to P1 here. Nice and clean. Vaughn doing a little hezzy. And a stab. Is that another Vaughn stab strat? Could be. Pretty clean P1 here for Vaughn. Nice key grab there by Moogle. I believe Vaughn's searching for a 50 bag here. That's why he's killing all the bots. Oh, did he skip the gorilla? He had to have skipped the gorilla. Look at them points. Bots doing bot things. Going ahead and taking life 2. That'll give him an extra 100 points should he go attack 3 at the gym. Hopefully not. Hopefully both runners get attack 4. We like attack 4 runs here on the Trav White channel. Attack 3 runs are banned. Come on, bots. Real pros go for attack 5. There's a bag. Oh, 2 bags. Let's go. Vaughn will leave with attack 4. Excuse me, chat. I need to put my cat outside of my streaming room. Otherwise, there's no telling what will happen. Y'all keep me informed on what's going on. I'll be right back. Vaughn made it through. Alright, I'm back, chat. Looks like Moogle got a bag. It'll be an attack 4 run for both runners. Like I said before, attack 3 runs are banned on this channel. Ooh, Moogle having a little trouble with Horsehead here. Stab the ears. There we go. Made it through. Nice key grab. And done with P1. Vaughn getting the Nikes. The Air Jordans. Gonna be able to soar through the skies now. Nice dodge there from Moogle. Oh, come on, louder. That's just uncalled for. Vaughn making his way into Jump Town. Or, Jump Cave. Jump Town, Cave, same difference. Is it the Nike Airs? Air Jordans? I don't know what we're doing. Hey Shadow, how's it going? Good pause. These are, what's the Japanese equivalent of Air Jordans? That's what we need to know, because that's what they technically are. Even though this is the American version, it's still a Japanese game, right? Alright, thank you, Light. The real Jordans are from Palace 4. I can agree with that. No encounters there for Vaughn after chatting with Bagoo a little bit. We get to see Moogle's Jump Cave here. Very nice through the octos. Toenail throwers are terrible. I do have the alerts off. They don't work while restreaming.
By the way, hi, I heard there might be a co-commentator for today's race.
What's up, Shiner? How's it going?
Pretty good. I finally got my dinner hastily made for this. I'll be sure to mute, so make sure tortellini.
Nice.
Hot sauce that I just threw in there too. Call that fusion cuisine.
Nice. I have not eaten dinner yet. I'm starving.
Well, these racers should have us liberated pretty soon, I think. I've heard this. I saw the announcements about this Sweetie Bit League. Apparently, it's for like newer runners or people who like there's a PB threshold on it. I was thinking of entering it.
Yeah. What we kind of did is saw where everybody shook out. We did a qualifier week, and we tried to make it as quote-unquote fair as possible and have two separate brackets, if you will. And we were gonna do it half and half. We didn't quite do it half and half. It's more 60-40, but I think that makes the brackets a little better.
Right, so this is the lower bracket, if you will. Everyone who qualified on the lower half, which I think will be a more interesting thing to watch.
Oh, these races have been nuts.
Looks like Vaughn's got a pretty big lead right now, but that doesn't mean it's over, right?
Well, MoogleMod did Shield first, so they're about 62 seconds built in there of time that they will make up, and we'll see where they both are when they enter P3. That's when they'll catch up.
Ah, okay.
So it's a little bit of false advertising here, but they'll get back the entry of P3.
It's amazing how there's still route variety in this category that we've all been grinding for more than 10 years.
Right? And really, there's when it comes to racing, there's a whole bunch of different strategies on what to do. Some racers just go for attack 3 only and do a really fast P1.
Yeah, I was gonna say, were there any big bags in Palace 1? Did everybody get attack 4?
Yep, everybody got attack 4.
Okay, so that part's equal. Although I found, like, in the end, attack 3 doesn't make a big difference in a race anyway.
It's not a humongous difference if you get good bags. If you have really bad bag luck, it can make a humongous difference. It's still gonna slow you down. A lot of the top racers, it doesn't really matter. For me, if I have a good attack 3 run, it's probably a 20-second difference. So in a race, that kind of shakes out to blah. But for a lot of people who only do PB attempts and then you get an attack 3 run, it can be very different. I think we saw that in my race versus Lordo. Lordo doesn't do very many attack 3 runs, and it kind of slowed him up a little bit. His combat is good enough that, you know, it doesn't affect him that much, but it's still, like, you have to think, don't soft lock here, what's my levels, did I get enough bags?
Yeah, every kill you get can, like, shift your P-bag routing. It can get pretty intense when you're, like, really, really hunting for PBs in this category.
Yeah.
I never really tried that hard. I think I stopped at like a 126 flat. I noticed Vaughn doesn't have the, it looks like MoogleMod doesn't have him either, like the triple hits on Dairos, with like the rising crouch stab and then the falling standing stab into the crouch stab right before you hit the ground. I think that's how you do it. I've looked at the input display when Simple Dude does it. It's still hard to learn.
Yeah, so the orange guys, it's a falling standing stab into a rising crouch, and then a falling crouch stab. The red guys, it's a falling crouch stab, and then you basically do the same motion you would do on the orange guy. And that gets you your double hit. Unless you're light, and then you do like double into single or something crazy.
I noticed Vaughn just about died there. What's the rules in this category if you game over? Do you have to DQ?
No, so this
I know that was a thing back in the day where, like, if you game over, your run's invalid.
So
some old SDA rule, I think.
For an actual PB attempt, it would be over, but for race rules, they're a little bit lax. If you game over on an overworld tile, you have to go back to that overworld tile. You have to
you have to go back to west or east continent.
Yeah, you have to actually tag the
square,
tile.
the square that you died on. Okay.
Yeah, if you die in a side-scrolling screen that's not in a palace, you have to go back to that room. So let's say you grab the hammer, but for whatever reason you died, you would just have to go where MoogleMod is now. You would just have to go back to the room. You don't have to actually walk all the way to the hammer. If you die in a palace, you just have to go back to the palace.
Huh, okay. Yeah, it seems like pretty harsh rules, but I think they're engineered to discourage, like, oh, I've died a lot. Oh, I died right at the very end of this tunnel here, and then conveniently reappeared back at Northern Palace.
Yeah, we made the rules where you can't really take advantage of it. Yeah, Zero, that's normal, quote-unquote, leveling through here. Vaughn does 412. A lot of our racers do 412, but the quote-unquote normal way to level is 423 out of DM.
Yeah, I kind of like taking my small level ups while I'm in Death Mountain to stay alive. I can get attack 5 while I'm walking through Palace 2, and then roll over, well, I guess if you took life 3, you wouldn't go over 300. What do you have to get over? 700, maybe?
You
think I know this stuff. Like, to get over, you have to get over 700 to get the big crystal and get attack 6. Vaughn's gonna have an easier time. Well, provided they're gonna stick with. I don't think they'll stick with Magic 1.
No, he'll get his level. He can take possibly life 3 in Palace 2, and then he saves his magic for Palace 3. That way, he can cast jump both sides of the horrible bridge with all the bots and the lava and all like that. You can cast jump going both ways, and it's guaranteed magic.
Oh, you set up like a red jar in the item room?
Well, you'll take a magic level right away.
Oh yeah. Right, you can like cast fairy right before the experience gets locked in, so then you get your meter refilled. No wait, you don't have to cast fairy, this is all keys.
You can still do the where you ferry the glove or not the glove, the raft and all that kind of stuff. It's basically attack 3 leveling just all the way through the game, or through P3.
Oh yeah, fairy could still be worth casting because then you don't have this item hold animation like MoogleMod's going through. Oh, MoogleMod's walking out of this room. Vaughn jumped in the lava.
Yeah, Vaughn jumped in the lava to refill life.
And it's quicker too. Like you appear on the left side of the room.
Yeah.
Well, so far I think Vaughn's going to be favored to win. I think Vaughn's doing the more aggressive strategies. So this is Sweetie Bit bracket.
Yeah,
see
Vaughn
who can
had
really
a
hold it together all the way to Thunderbird.
Vaughn actually had a bye the first round, so this is technically his first race, I believe. Oh, yeah, this is round 2. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Vaughn casting Fairy for no animation when picking up the heart container. Because there'll be a red jar on the way to Palace 2 anyway.
Right. And when you do that at the raft, if you don't have the magic for it, if you're not able to cast Fairy and then get the magic level up right away, it's faster to not Fairy the item because of the magic refill at the gym.
What room's the gym? Man, that's a pet name I haven't heard.
Oh, after the boss, when you place the gem.
Oh, the jam, right. It's like when someone was trying to tell me about a Yu-Gi-Oh card art. Like, there's a scroll in it, but they were saying like there's a squirrel. I heard squirrel when they were saying.
That's my Texas accent coming out there.
Yeah, I got my Canadian accent. So we got all sorts of variety on comms tonight. So Vaughn, oh, I didn't look at Vaughn's spell list. Vaughn still hasn't picked up Shield yet? So is the red to pick it up after?
Yeah, he'll pick up Shield after P2.
I was thinking, why not get it after getting that heart container? Because you're already like that far north.
We do that to set up a walk into the drop going into P3. That's actually a Lordo walk.
Lordo's Lord of the Synth, I believe?
Lord of Ultima.
Oh, right. Yeah, I've been out of this scene for a while. I used to be racing this and doing randos more back around like 2014. I still do Zelda 2 rando from time to time, but it takes me forever because I think I just fight too much stuff. I'm too obsessed with like getting good crystals and maxing out my levels when that's hardly ever necessary, especially in rando.
See what kind of walk Moogle gets into P2 here. Vaughn had a great walk into P2.
Yeah, he did a nice pause juke there.
Vaughn's coming up on the scary bridge.
Mod casting Fairy to pick up the heart container as well.
Oh, never go down. Don't ever go down. Always go up. Only dude can go down.
I thought you were commenting on Vaughn doing downstab on the dragon heads.
No,
making them all out of phase.
The skip Moogle was trying to make their trying to dodge a front spawn by going down is really tricky. You can almost always make it going up. Going down, for whatever reason, they chase you. Yeah, down is basically a slink. And so, if you're not good at slinking, it's a thing.
No, slink's an actual maneuver on the world map?
Yeah, when a spawn gets in front of you, there's a couple of pixels where you can dodge one way or another and get the spawn to move away from you. It's almost like you're juking the spawn, like you're telling it, hey, I'm going one way, but you actually go the other way. And there's like a 2-pixel window, and it's even harder doing it the way that Moogle was trying to do it, where you go down, because there's only a couple of frames that you can do it on those pixels.
Oh,
if I'm explaining that correctly, I don't know all my terminology, but like it's really, really tight. If you go up, it's not tight at all. You can basically just dodge up. Alright. Vaughn can skip everything now, as all the levels. I don't know where his drop is. He'll probably set that up for P3. Well, he doesn't do eco, so maybe not. But yeah, it looks like both players are cruising through P2 here. We'll get to see the bridge now by Moogle. That's
Moogle getting snagged on the dragon heads.
Yeah, it doesn't have enough to cast for life or fairies, so this would be sketchy. Gonna wait for him.
The Palatial Bot, most dangerous enemies in this whole game.
Oh, they're terrible. At least they hate everyone equally, you know? Like, they're equal opportunity haters.
Yeah, doing a whole block of damage and the most unpredictable behavior for sure. Been running this for a long time, but oh, you gotta respect those bots.
Or totally disrespect them. You can really go either way with that.
Yeah, true. Ain't nothing that beats the reset button. Okay, there we go. Vaughn has cleared 400, so gets his big crystal.
In the helmet head here. No one dies to helmet head.
I have before, but let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
That was mostly in rando.
We don't talk about people dying to helmet head. We know people do, we just don't talk about it. Just like P4, we don't talk about it. We just splice it out. Vaughn doing the pause here. Let's see if he gets a random walk out of here. Ooh, nice.
Oh, wow. Very lucky to not get pursued there.
Should get one here, yep. Made it to the grass.
I guess at least you can get out of the grass screen sooner. Okay, I want to see this shield walk. I want to see what is the appeal of delaying shield for so long. Myself, I'd rather have something to spend my magic on.
Yeah, and a lot of newer runners definitely do that. I tell people that that's definitely a valid strat. You know, when you're first starting, the biggest thing is to not get hit. But if you are going to get hit, the next biggest thing is don't die. So, if you need shield, getting shield early is definitely a strat. There's a runner, Druis, that gets shield after Death Mountain. So instead of going straight to get the heart and the magic container, somewhere in there, I'm not exactly sure when, goes and gets shield and then goes to P2. Doesn't need it for Death Mountain, doesn't need it for P1, but wants shield for P2, so goes and grabs it early.
I feel like I need shield for Palace 1 more than Death Mountain.
So here's the walk.
No one plans
you
to
break
get
the
hit.
block.
Here we go.
You wait here. Do a dodge. Take one extra step. Break the block. Straight down. Free and easy.
Huh. Straight to King's Tomb.
That first dodge is kind of tricky. You have to line up the spawns if you don't get a back spawn. And you want them in between a tile when you go to do your dodge. So some people line up to the grass tile on the left hand side. Some people line up where Vaughn did, and there's a visual cue to see that the spawns are in between a tile when you move, and then they make their move to dodge them, and that's why they don't chase Link, because they're in between. Don't die to Helmet Head.
He's got shield, he's fine.
No one dies to Helmet Head.
Oh, it doesn't even block the shot coming from above. I love it. Oops, missed the key grab there. That island juke that Vaughn did looked planned as well. He kind of went one tile to the right and then dodged everything. Wonder if that's part of the recipe.
Yeah, and what's cool about this race is we're going to get to see Moogle's walk to P3 here, and you'll see how much different it is. I know Vaughn took a crap ton of encounters out of coming out of P2 here, but if you don't get those encounters, there's a better chance that you'll make it to Shield Town versus getting the encounters that Moogle's getting here, and that's kind of why we do the late shield. Oh, come on.
Yeah, there's some promising potential with it. It's kind of annoying to get a graveyard encounter with those short range graveyard tiles.
From my understanding, and Light might correct me, it's actually faster to do shield first if you're not doing double bubble.
What's double bubble? Oh, the thing where you skip the bubble tile on the way to the heart container before Palace 1?
Correct. If you're not doing double bubble, it's actually faster to get shield first.
Right, I've seen recipes that make an encounter that chases you down there. Although getting one on the way out, I still don't know how to do that.
Yeah, and like Light said here in chat, the chances of you getting less encounters is better with late shield than early shield. So that's why a lot of people do it. They're wasting 8 seconds on the gamble that they won't get the encounters. Nice grab of Forever Man there by Vaughn.
Let's see. Ah, there's a key in this room. That's right. Gotta have them all in this category.
Yep, and our racers are now synced, so this is how far ahead Vaughn is compared to Moogle right now. We are synced back up.
Yeah, they both are equally skilled magicians. They both got 4 spells in their spellbook. So Vaughn just a couple rooms ahead. I'm like trying to think what could equalize this. Like if I was in this race and like looking at my opponent, I would kind of think, well, in all keys, the game is basically an auto-scroller. What can you do to save time to try to pull ahead? You can't skip anything. You have to get all the items. Eco key. Oh man.
Eco key is 12 seconds of free time. Anything can happen in a race. All kinds of craziness. There's so much time lost with encounters and misleveling and all kinds of stuff. Into Rebo here with Vaughn.
Moogle spending the free magic for a life spell instead of casting jump in the lava room. Ooh, that's a standard Rebanak. Nice and quick. Well done, Vaughn. Yeah, the only time I've ever pulled off Eco Key was in that ROM hack that Link 7777 made called The Harrowing Escapade of Link. Basically made the game Kaizo flavored and made it so you have to do Eco Key to get out of that room. And that was the only time I ever did it. hard to learn.
Moogle getting
Yeah,
bodied
had
here.
a dip in the lava there. I wouldn't even blame it on casting jump, but maybe you could blame casting jump.
I mean, bots are gonna bot. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
Oracle,
Oh, Vaughn doing a
welcome.
little juke on the road?
Yeah, I found not going straight to the road and doing the little juke there kind of freaks the encounters out. I don't know if that's in my head or if that's canon or somebody tasked it or whatever, but it seems to work a little better.
Yeah, blame Vaughn. It's right there in the name. True.
Oh, fairies, come on. And that's the correct strat when you get fairies. Just run right at them. They'll run away from you.
Oh, I looked away. Vaughn got through the forest already. That's probably like the other most contentious place to juke encounters. Like if you want to get a juke somewhere, it feels like that's where it would pay off the most.
Yeah, the walk he just did is scripted. We pretty much walked the same walk, and that's why you want to walk at the fairies, is because when you get off that path, you lose your step counter and all that kind of stuff. So you really want to just
step counter in this run now.
Just run right at the fairy, and you either get hit or you don't. Now, this next walk that Vaughn's going to do is called Dazzle. It's also scripted.
Oh, okay. I think I saw Bad Breaks do something starting from like the north side of the forest. Okay, yeah, then the next one spawns right when you get on the grass, and the next one will spawn as you get off the grass.
Oh, Moogle, you gotta go further back.
Wow, excellently done.
Got a neutral jump. There you go. All the way to the other screen, bud. There you go.
Okay, the laid down stab. Google's Rebanak fight not as clean as Vaughn's, unfortunately.
And he does stabs in these encounters to make the encounters home in on him.
Huh? What do you mean?
You'll see
Like
on the way back, he'll hold a direction and then do 4 standing stabs, and that will make the encounters home in on him whenever they spawn, so he can skip the encounter. Otherwise, they'll random walk away from you.
I thought you were talking about how he downstabbed on the levers on the way out to advance his like small enemy count. But no, it sounds like the RNG of this game has been getting reverse engineered, and it can be influenced by certain things now. The run is getting to that point.
Yeah, a lot of it is a lot of helpful information, and some of it is scripted, but there's a lot of it that's not. The P2 exit, for instance, where Vaughn got hit a bunch of times, we don't have a really good strat for that. And, where else? Yeah, Light's got it.
Oh, I see. Oh, so it's a setup, because like standing stabs take a certain amount of frames.
Right.
I always thought it was so cool how like around 2012 when Street Fighter 4 was popular, and people were like, "Oh, I found this setup where if I get a knockdown with my sweep, I can do a crouching jab, and that takes just the right number of frames. Where if I hold up forward, I'll get a safe jump on my opponent." And around the same time,
like
the Ocarina of Time runners were doing pop buffering.
Oh, he didn't read the sign? Vaughn,
yeah, he didn't read the sign.
Oh, he must have read
he
something
got the back
else.
pull?
Okay. So he's doing the walking stabs. That's killing frames. And then the encounters will home in on him.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Vaughn does stabs in town. I like this. Oh, he's waiting here? No, this isn't the juke that I learned. From Bad Breaks, I think. Oh, nice pause buffering to check the direction.
Yeah, this is a react setup. So there's your double spawn. And right, next one. There it is.
I can't pull away from it.
Yeah, he hesitated just a little bit too long there. And we call that Elzad. It's Dazzle in reverse.
I see.
And Moogle just got fire, so he got fire first. So now we don't know. We don't know who's in the lead. We don't know what's going on here. This whole race is just pandemonium.
I thought you want to get fire after Palace 5 because it's a setup for the River Devil, where you can like pull an encounter to the first lizard fence.
Yes. There's two variants, so we'll see Moogle do what's called River Dance, I believe, and there's like a little shimmy where you can get a random encounter on the fence, whereas Vaughn will have the setup where when they get the level up screens, you'll save a little time there because of the fanfare. And it sets up a slinkable spawn at the River Devil. And in my opinion, it's just a lot nicer. You don't have to worry about RNG. You either slink that encounter or you don't. And that's all player-based type stuff instead of relying on RNG.
Is there a resource out there these days for learning all these overworld jukes?
There is. Dude has a great tutorial out. It's on bindingforce.net, I believe, or is it .org? I don't remember. It's in the Z2 Discord, the link to that. There you go, Moogle. That's a tricky setup there.
Good reactions there by Moogle.
Yeah, really good patience. Binding Force is a great resource. And there's a lot of stuff on SRC now. There wasn't for a long time, but over the past year or so, we've been putting a lot of stuff on SRC. And Dude has an overworld walks tutorial. It's a touch out of date, but if you're trying to get like a sub 80, you could definitely do it with all of those strats. And anything that you see that in a runner's run that you're not quite sure what's going on, you can always ask in the Discord, and there's a lot of people who've made like little tutorial videos and stuff like that, even stuff that's like room specific that we just haven't got on the website yet.
Oh, awesome. It's good when stuff's on SRC, because I think that would be the first place people look most of the time.
Yeah, and Dude's tutorial, while it's quote-unquote a little out of date, there's so much information in there that if you understand the concepts of how those things work, you can pretty much watch somebody's run and figure out, oh, okay, that's what they're doing. He goes over, like, how to do dodges and slinks and some of the combat stuff. And so while somebody's talking to you in Discord, it's not in a different language. Now, Vaughn is coming up on a block room where he's got to do some digging, and we've started a new tradition. Based on how good he does the dig, you have to give it a sandwich name. And so if it's a good if it's a good dig, it'll be a good sandwich. If it's a bad dig, it'll be a bad sandwich. Oh, he cast jump?
What? That's like a burrito. That ain't no sandwich.
That's like a classic sandwich, like something that can't go wrong, like a what's a OG sandwich?
BLT.
Oh, BLT, that's perfect. Like, it's just an OG sandwich. You can't go wrong with a BLT. If you don't like tea, just take the tea off.
Give me your tomato. I will eat it for you.
That's what I'm
I need
saying.
my antioxidants.
I'm one of those people, I cannot stand raw tomatoes, but like cooked tomatoes, I'm in.
It was the other way around for me as a kid. I did not like cooked tomatoes. Did not like pizza sauce or ketchup. I still don't like ketchup, but somewhere along the way I learned to tolerate pizza.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about raw tomatoes. Well, here's another one. We get to now this one we go based on bowling strats, so we'll see. That's like a.
That didn't seem very good. I was having to jump twice to get the last 2 blocks.
It's like a spare. Like somehow got a spare, like an 8-pin spare.
That's like
all the way as a split.
That's like sending it down the middle, and now you got like 2 pins on opposite sides left.
Yeah,
that's what that was.
That's exactly what Light said. Just a split.
I thought split. Well, yeah. Split means there's 2 left, but doesn't indicate where they are, right?
Right. They could be anywhere.
Oh, I think Vaughn hoping for a jar there, but instead found -1 up.
Yeah, trying to save a life, but he's got plenty of life left. And I'm not that versed
they're a
on
resource.
Bowling, so.
Any 2 pins side by side with the head pin down. Huh. I did some bowling at when I went to RPG Limit Break last year. I was just kind of sitting there mostly.
Terrible at bowling unless it's on some type of video game like Wii Sports or something.
Super Monkey Bowling? That was a good one. Like the bowling mini game from Super Monkey Ball.
I don't know that I've ever played that. I've played Elf Bowling. Have you ever played that? Are you old enough for that?
No, just describe it. Well, I mean, I'm probably old enough, but I'm just Canadian and haven't heard of it.
It was on PC in probably like 95.
Oh, I just opened the wrong cereal box and never got that one then.
I'm pretty sure it was like packed full of viruses and stuff.
Oh,
it was one of those ones that it was like downloadable and going around everywhere, and it was silly. And
like the Bonsai Buddy of bowling video games.
Exactly. You were basically Santa, and you were rolling a snowball down the lane, and you would knock over elves, and they would make fun of you the whole time you're bowling. Yeah, not a bad P4 exit there for Vaughn.
Yeah, Vaughn had a good, really good Karok fight. He got like a double hit in there. And Moogle didn't cast life when he got the red jar and pays for it.
Oh no!
Wait, then you spawn here midair!
No! Oh,
maybe if you press A, you can like frame perfectly jump off solid air. Otherwise, you gotta just like react and cast fairy.
I would not even have thought if you died in that room that
I didn't think
you
it'd
would
spawn
in midair. I don't guess I've ever died there.
Like you're always gonna spawn at like that certain height, but yeah, I guess I'm like toward the left side of the screen. Now that I've seen it happen, I was like, huh, I guess that does make sense. But still, what a rude surprise.
Yeah, and you gotta walk all the way around. There's no other way to get back up there.
Yeah, Moogle's gotta ride the lift back up and jump down there again. It should spawn you at the top of the screen, but the game cheats.
Yeah.
I think it's more like the engine's just not set up for that. Okay, Moogle, make us a nice sandwich. Okay, the wolf heads have opinions on sandwiches. Oh, it's definitely got some Texas toast. We got that big corner there.
I'm going with my normal hot car bologna sandwich right there. That's a bologna sandwich that's been in the car for way too long. Nice hot car. Been in there for a couple of days. Yeah, Vaughn's block room was.
Oh, Moogle remembering has to go get the the boots.
Gotta go get the boots. Das Boots. Oh no! Oh yeah, that's fine. I'm sorry. Second room. We're good.
Trying to hit the that's
No,
it happened again.
Not again.
Okay, react. Menu. No. No, Moogle missed it again.
Oh my gosh.
They give you hardly any time to react there.
Yeah, that's a terrible spawn. Like the game had to do that on purpose.
I think if you get pulled too low, then like it doesn't let you open the menu, and would just like pull you down to the next screen.
I know it'll do that to the fairy and lava. So
I thought Moogle might be going for like the other harrowing escapade strat. If you can like fit Link's head under the bottom corner of the screen before you fall down, you can spawn like one column further to the right and then walk on the ceiling.
I don't think you can do that here. I believe somehow the game blocks you from doing that. I don't know if it has to do with how the screen wraps, but I don't think you can ceiling walk there. Oh, you can
ceiling walk there?
No, well, I stand corrected. You can. Just I can't.
Moogle trying to take a death there?
Yeah, I'm not.
It's refill health.
I guess.
Well, I guess you need enough magic to cast Reflect for the boss, but I'm trying to think if there's a red jar on the way there. Categories where you don't get the first key. Dang, that sounds like you'd have to nail it, or else you're down a fairy cast. That seems like a really high pressure thing to stake your whole run on, to get this like almost pixel perfect thing where you accelerate and fit Link's head under the floor. Oh, take off from the Crumble Bridge, the second last block with no jump. Wait, like what do? You like disappear the last block, then jump backwards, then walk forward off it at full acceleration, or do you just hold A and jump off it with full speed from the second last block? From the center of it, or from either edge? This seems like something I should practice with save states. It's swag only.
Swag only.
Oh yeah, there's no... Oh, Moogle, please duck. There we go.
That was a... I think that was still like a spare. It had some sword cancels there, but picked up the spare. Okay.
Yeah, rebellious down key.
Vaughn with all the XP here in P5 has collected it all. Oh no.
Moogle's thrown into the lava. 1 life remaining.
So in this room, I don't even look at the heads. Oh no.
Game over.
Yeah, so Moogle can continue.
Just gotta go back to that room anyway.
And yeah, just go back to that room. XP is gonna be a little low though.
Moogle's got to go to that room for the key anyway.
Yeah.
Caution.
I don't know what they'll decide to do here. They might take a peek and see where Vaughn's at. And...
Don't have negative thoughts. Remember your mantra.
Sometimes you just need a minute. No, for racing, it is not 1cc. If you do if you're trying to get a run in on an SRC, it is 1cc.
Yeah, in a race, you just do the best you can.
Yeah, you can game over in a tournament. Hate to see it, but it happens to the best of us. It happened in my last run. Vaughn
Well, I
here
was looking
fighting
at the
some
bracket.
Guma.
It's a double elimination bracket.
That is correct.
Loser of this goes on to face winner of Endy and JLo 7. Oh, I remember doing Zelda 1 randomizer races with JLo 7 10 years ago. Wow, he's still at it.
I think Moogle forgot where to go.
Moogle's gonna take a shortcut due to having the boots.
Ah.
So somehow dying in Palace 4 not as penalizing as you would think, once you already have the boots.
Yeah, once you have the boots, it's not too bad. I'm trying to figure out what he's gonna do for XP here.
He just has to clear 1200, I think. This is not how you beat a Red Knuckle with a height disadvantage. There we go.
So you'll see here with Vaughn, the level up screens are much shorter. And
why is that? Because it's happening in town?
Yeah, because it's happening in this specific town. Because the let me see if I can explain this. When it only has a spell, it doesn't have an item.
Well, no downstab or upstab.
And so the fanfare is shorter.
Oh, it just does the little doo-doo-doo-doo.
Correct.
That's kind of a forgotten sound file in the game.
Right, and there's only one in this town. Yeah, there you go, Light. The wizard spell fanfare takes priority in town, and so it does the short fanfare.
Shorter song. Oh, that's clever. Google takes jar. I never cast jump in any of these candle runes. But it seems like a smart idea, instead of like forcing myself to be perfect with like jumping over every candle. There's more refills than I thought as well. Wonder if Moogle's just gonna take life 5 here.
No, should be okay. How many points do they need? Let's see.
We're gonna take the 140 from
enough
blue
points.
guys. I'm like forgetting what's on the way to Karak from here.
Because that's...
Yeah, this is it.
This is it. How many points do they need? Yeah, XP.
Isn't it 1200 to clear life 4?
No, it's 800, and Karak gives
300 or no, 400 and 400. Baronet gives 301.
Yeah, then they're fine. Plenty of points.
Oh, Karak's also 301.
Yep, there you go.
Oh, you were right. Oh, it's 600 and 700, I guess, are the thresholds. Wow, life 5 is really cheap.
Super cheap.
Okay, Moogle going straight into Palace 5. Not stopping to get that heart container. Oh wait, you want to get the heart container after. That's Riverdance setup.
Zero points for Vaughn there. No posing. And I didn't see, but I'm assuming Moogle did fairy there. Oh no! Another death.
I rather enjoy Palace 5, just because there's a lot of stuff to kill. The reason why I tend to lose all my randomizer races.
Yeah, for me, Palace 5's more exciting than, like, P4. P4 is just so boring. There's just nothing to do in P4. There you go, Moogle, you can make that. Trying to save
You have the glove? Oh, right, for the key.
Yeah, there you go. You really only need 2 blocks there, and you can swing and do a banana and...
I think, I remember doing a race of this game once, and my friend who was watching told me that in Palace 2, the room with falling blocks right before the glove, I was neck and neck with the other racer, and we both go in there, and my opponent just gets like a straight vertical wall of 4 blocks instantly and has to re-enter. I pulled ahead because of that. I can't remember if I won that race, though. I probably didn't.
Vaughn missing both encounter skips there. No slinks for Vaughn. Nice dodge there.
Yeah, plays the plunger, doesn't get caught. Okay, so this finish for levels looks common here. 866. Frees you up to choose. Do you know what levels Vaughn's gonna end up with? Like Magic 8, Life 6, or 7-7?
He should.
Maybe Life 8?
He should end up with 886.
And how do you set that up? Like, prepare for attack 9 and then just spend all the points on magic and magic?
Yeah, so he'll get Magic 7 coming out of here, and then he'll have enough points left over that he can either get Magic 8 before P7, or he can get it in P7.
I see. Now here we go, the room with the Canadian hole. Not sure if they still call it that.
Oh yeah. We can't let that one slide.
I don't even know which Canadians were famous for falling in it. It definitely wasn't me. I know exactly where it is. It's 2 blocks after the 3rd statue.
I only know that I guess it happened in like a big race, and it a couple of Canadians fell in there or something, and it just got dubbed. And this jar that Vaughn's about to pick up here, we call it the Always Jar or the Aaron Jar. There's a 6-frame window to pick this up, and it makes it pretty free. Oh, and he misses it.
Huh? Oh, good. Going for a wraparound on the statue at the left side of the screen?
Yeah, there you go. There's a 6
What?
frame window to grab that
Why do I
jar,
like that?
and so it makes it pretty free to grab. That's why he's able to do all the shenanigans with magic.
You can, but you can just like upstab it normally as you're walking past. He lost so much time by going for the swag, but he can afford to do it. He must know
Well,
that his opponent has taken a game over.
it's guaranteed to be a jar for 6 frames, and so that's why he was doing it that way.
Oh, right, you
It's
might get
not
a red
random
knuckle.
anymore.
Right. Okay, but if you upstab at the wrong angle, instead of hitting the collision box where the jar is, you just fly off screen and get to go back in there again. That was a cool looking trick, though. I want to learn that.
It's
Might come in
basically
handy in rando.
just do what he did, and
Do you think that standing stab Vaughn did was on purpose to make the dragon head return on the screen in a favorable spot?
Yep, it makes them line up perfectly. We call it the Von stab.
Vaughn sit up.
And it makes them line up perfectly.
I think it was one of GTM's ROM hacks. I think it was Winter Solstice, where I'm just like trying to find the hidden message in the room in town, and then it says, "Don't you love standing stab?" The good old inferior frame data of crouching stab. Boy, do I ever love it. Here I see Vaughn doing standing stab on purpose more times than I ever have.
If I do something weird, it's normally just a dead fish where Link just jumps and does nothing. Oh, that was a pretty good fight there by Vaughn.
Oh, yeah. Good jousting. Oh, misses the key pogo, though.
Moogle finally into Guma here.
Okay, going to the other side. No down stab through. Casting life. Okay, we're aggressing. We're getting aggressed upon, and we're victorious. Well done, Moogle. Everyone's grabbing their keys differently, like every time. Okay, here we go. Blame Vaughn. If we could hear Blame Vaughn's music. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beat 4 and measure 4. That's when you know Barba's coming up. Okay, not doing the yak hammer, but gets a 1 cycle anyway.
Nice.
Up stab to catch the key. Yeah, when I catch these keys, what I do is like I start running from the left side, and then I do a crouch stab while turned around. So I grab the back of it. And then like Link will be forward like to the right, like off center according to the camera. So that's how you know you're gaining distance in time. All right, let's see.
So
I'm not going for attack 9.
There's
He's got lots of
the
lives.
river dance by Moogle. Took the extra step. Oh, got an encounter. I think took too many steps.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I call that kind of key grab the Tony Hawk. It's like you're grabbing the back of your skateboard with one hand. Has to take a grass encounter.
See what he decides
Okay,
to
Moogle.
do here.
Oh, waiting there.
Nice.
Wow. I would have waited on the dirt where the river devil was, but that probably would not have made for a nice setup like Moogle did. And these lizards, man, these lizards have like the most accurate throw of any video game enemy of all time. 35 years later, we still don't have a better pitcher than these guys.
Yeah, unless you're playing the FDS version, and then they just can't throw over a fence.
Oh, really? I should try that out on my flashcard then.
Yeah, if you go top route in FDS, they can't hit you for whatever reason.
Oh, they don't aim above, I see. What is Vaughn going for here?
Very nice
standing
walk
stab?
here. Standing stab sits up so they home on you.
I see. That's definitely what happened, too. Even though they started behind, he still made it work.
Vaughn going spell strats here through Vaughn, so I'm assuming he will take his, Oh, he might just do that for the first one. Oh, fairy spawn! What is happening? What kind of magic is this?
4 standing stabs in the encounter screen. Oh yeah, look at that. All the enemies charging ahead.
Yep, doing spell strats, so he'll probably take Magic 8 before GP here.
Yeah, because there's no fun fighting stuff in there.
What's up, TRZ?
2, 3, 4. Wait, with like the little walks in between? It's not just standing stab in place 4 times. It's always like a little bit of acceleration between each one.
Yeah, you just have to be holding a direction, so...
Oh, okay.
If you don't hold a direction, the stab duration is different, and so you'll see people do them differently. Some people like do them while they're walking, and if you do it while you're walking, you really only need to do 3. If you do it without motion, you need to do 4. Oh,
Oh,
come on.
Not catching him by the heels that time.
Yeah, it's a range of frames. It's not like a frame perfect thing, so...
Okay, Vaughn doing the manip there. A little bit of hesitation on the way out. It didn't work.
He's trying to get a different spawn here. There we go.
Okay, there we go.
Top spawn.
Would that be called a front spawn? Because something spawned in front of Link?
Right. And you really don't even need to do the stabs. You just need to burn that many frames, and the stabbing is a set number of frames, so...
Yeah, these blue lizards are pretty easy to kill. There we go, there's Magic 8.
There's the Magic 8 level up.
Committing to Life 6. So this unlocks some fancy strats for Thunderbird, right? You can do that thing called the Tornado, where you like let your D-pad go neutral so you can do another aerial attack.
Yeah, typically we set up 2 stabs right away, hoping for 3, and then you basically your second setup, you get up in T-Bird's hitbox with jump, reflect, and shield, and do like a Hadouken move on the D-pad, and just kind of roll your thumb back and forth, and try for as many hits as possible. And you do that twice, and if you do it, you can do it consistently enough where you can one-cycle T-Bird.
Oh, that's what you do? It's like quarter circle forward, quarter circle back? So that you, like, crouch, look one way, then crouch and look the other way.
Yeah, that's what I do. I don't know if that's the scientific way you're supposed to do it.
I'm sure just like a rocking horse back and forth would work. Like a half circle back and forth to either side.
Yeah, you just want to get Link in the crouch stab, down stab, crouch stab the other way really fast.
Right, yeah, because down stab is like a 1-frame startup, and you can also just do something else out of it. Right, so you use the down stab to basically neutralize whatever you're doing and start something else. But yeah, this is what Magic 8 gets you. You might think that Life 8 is what makes Thunderbird safe, but Magic 8 makes all your spells, Thunder especially, much cheaper. So it allows you to go for some aggressive strats on Thunderbird, casting Jump and Reflect so that your shield can block fireballs. You can get right in the eye of the storm there.
Yeah, and the big thing with casting Reflect is it makes Link's hitbox smaller. And so he's not able to get hit as much and Reflect. So it's kind of got like a double...
Wait, I didn't know Reflect did that.
Yeah, it makes his hitbox smaller.
Well, I'm going for some kind of boost, but it doesn't work out there.
There we go.
Gets the jar this time. Cast Jump for the Waffle Room, and Shield, and cast Life. Doesn't just queue up Life, but cast it. Oh, it doesn't get the Rising notch in there. I've done that before. I swear it's easier than it looks. Here we go. We're running from Thunder Chicken. Yeah, there you go. It's that easy. You just, like, press B at the right time with an aerial standing stab, and the game just lets you in for some reason.
Yep, the only way that really doesn't work is if you jump too far away or you jump too close. And you have to get, like, way closer to the blocks than you would think you do.
Yeah, it doesn't seem intuitive when you're going for it. You watch it happen and you're like, no way that works.
So
And then you just try it and go.
Moogle's trying to get this jar. He's going too far.
Oh, like walking too far into the room?
No, he's walking too far before he jumps.
Forever man! Always jar or forever man?
Yeah, he's waiting too long.
It's forever man!
There you go.
I think Moogle got burned by the game over earlier, just not willing to spend a 1-up to get a magic refill.
Vaughn should take his death abuse here.
Now I'm checking what my all keys PB is. I think Vaughn is about to destroy whatever I've got.
Oh, Vaughn killed the Mew with the beam. That's what's up.
Wow. I do indeed have exactly 126 flat. And after seeing Vaughn pull this off, that just sounds so beatable. Okay, here we go, yeah. 2 quick ones. Blocks 1 fireball. Oh, gets hit. Oh, gets hit on the way up. Vaughn can't get started now. There we go, 2 more. Now Firebird's double mode. And there we go.
Vaughn into Dark Link, the hardest boss of the game.
I want to see Vaughn do freestyle, since he's got such a huge lead. We're doing standing strikes, or is this his idea of freestyling?
GG's Vaughn.
120-12 for Vaughn.
We'll see if Vaughn's gonna join us here for some commentary. I don't know if he will or not. Moogle threw his second rebo. Shiner is on comms with me tonight. Oh, let me swap the audio here. Hopefully I don't blow everybody's eardrums out if you're listening on earphones. I apologize. There we go. Vaughn does not have a mic set up, so we'll be joining us in
Just get good,
chat.
bro. Just get good. I game like I have plus 50 toughness, but really, I'm plus 100 afraid.
Hey, life can be scary, but State Farm supports you.
I feel plus 250 relief.
My apologies, chat.
Hello?
Hey, you got the magic touch. It's magic. It's magic.
All right. Moogle on their way to get Thunderspill and finish this terrible, terrible game. It destroys us all. It slowly picks away at us.
Oh, I know. I was muted. My commentary was getting so hyped there. Moogle casting jump in the room, not doing an audio Yakhammer setup.
I was supposed
Didn't
to
get the
take
one cycle
Magic
either, but
7
well
instead
played
of
the
Attack
second time
9.
to like walk closer
So now
after the
instead of
knockback from grounded hits.
Getting Magic level 8,
Flies
I'm
attack
stuck at
9,
Magic
stands still
level
in the air.
6.
Thought maybe Moogle was
That's
conceding there, but no, the show
really
must
bad.
go
I don't
on.
actually know if I
You bet at
can
Moogle, you can still beat my PB.
complete the game normally.
Yeah, they don't have clean audio. Sorry about that, y'all. Heading into the second bridge here.
Casting Fairy. Oh yeah, because there's a red jar at the beginning of Valley of Death.
Yep, should be okay there. They are low XP though. I didn't.
No, Moogle spent their points on attack 9 because of having one
Oh.
life left.
Okay, that's okay. Can still.
I've honestly
finish
never
the
seen an
game.
866 finish. I want to see how 866 does in the end game.
Can only cast Thunder at the end.
Oh, it's that bad, eh? What happens if you game over in Great Palace? You have to pick save and walk all the way back there, right?
No, so if you game over in GP, that's actually a race strat. You start at GP. So it still thinks that you're
so-
playing on a Famicom, and that would be disc side 2. And so it doesn't make you put the disc in and all that kind of stuff. You can just start at GP.
Oh, it's I guess that rules also for like version consistency.
I'm not exactly that
Oh,
that's good for them though. You can spell now. There you go. Just make it to GP. We'll be
yeah,
able to
just make it
finish this
to
run.
make it to Great Palace. You can. Are you allowed to use controller 2, or do you have to manually game over?
You are not allowed to use controller 2, but if you die in GP, that's fine.
Moogle just can't get these enemy forces to line up here. Use Honda and the Power of Dreams to get to the end of Valley of Death sooner. Google getting active in chat. And there we go. 126 flat has passed us by. Moogle not cutting the shiner today. Oh, attack 9, it was a mistake.
Oh yeah, I've totally done
Was it
that
strat?
before.
I'm trying to think if I have. I think if I have bought attack 9, it was actually on purpose. Like probably in a rando. Yeah, soft lock from leaving the screen on the same frame as a level up. I have
Ooh.
done that before. Well, I think Moogle made it. Oh, this isn't. Oh, wait, spell doesn't cost 16 at Magic 6,
There
does
we
it?
go. All right.
Uh-oh.
Yes, let's go. Make it in. Make it in. We're in.
Oh, we made it.
We're in, chat. We are in GP. So now if Moogle wanted to, could game over, we'll start back at GP. We'll have 3 lives, can do GP just like normal.
Take a big bite of that spicy chicken for us, Moogle.
That's what I'm talking about. See, it's like it never happened. We're in there. Moogle's gonna have to conserve magic here. There are a couple of drops. Can totally spend 2 lives if they want to, getting 2 GP. Let's see. There's the jar to refill magic as well. So there's a lot of little safeties in here. Can also dig for a jar if you have to, right before Thunderbird.
Oh, from the mushroom room? Yeah.
Yeah, and if you know how to skip the first one, that makes it a little more easier. You get 2 chances per. See how he's breaking 2 blocks there? If you do that on the first one, the jar won't appear. And so you can just
Really?
go to the second one and try that one first.
Oh, the enemies in here hurt so much at life 6.
Oh yeah, they're everything.
Casting shield here,
They
totally
just
worth.
destroy you.
They don't call it mediocre palace.
That'd be a fun one for a ROM hack.
Yeah.
We're on to mediocre palace. I want some life. All right. There's the jar.
No jar this time. I think if you're committing to the jar, you should just cast life first. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, life twice. There you go. There we go. Z2, The Mediocre Adventures of Link?
Yeah. I've had a fun idea for a Zelda 2 ROM hack that would be like a kind of a short and custom one. I think I'd call it like Link's Flight School or something. And it's everything is one hit KO, but you start with Fairy, and it's just like the point is to like get through screens where you have to fly, where there's like lava all over the floor, and you have to like dodge all these flying enemies over and over. The design of it would be really weird. I'd have to make Fairy cost 1 or something, and put a jar in a couple of rooms.
Interesting.
It would be kind of fun to just turn Zelda 2 into a shmup where you can't shoot.
You have to find the sword.
Well, I mean, you start with a sword, but it's not going to be useful. Oh wait, but then if it's one hit KO, well, I guess I could just like adjust the damage of certain enemies and then make the boss fights normal. Or maybe I've just designed the whole thing so it doesn't have jewels in it. You just have to get to Great Palace and get through it. Okay, here we go. Oh, pausing to make sure we're not holding down. Good fairy though. I would have like made my Minecraft stairs just going down to get it. You know, like the sandwich rooms.
Right.
Okay, here we go. We got to the plate room the easy way. How do you get here the hard way? You go like left and then left, and then you have to like ferry through that one lava room, and then you end up on the top side of that room, and you have to cast jump and do a down stab pogo off the dragon head at just the right height.
That sounds right, but you're asking the wrong dude.
I think Zarnax did that for like a 1-3-1 playthrough or something.
There's the
Here we go. Mushroom
jar.
room. Casting life right away. Prepping
Alright.
thunder.
Doing some pendulum strats here for Moogle.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's the. That's all you can afford with Magic
Yep,
6. You were
that's
right.
it. Oh, does Moogle not know how to pendulum? This will be tough.
Yeah, you got to do standing stabs at max height like that.
There
Yeah,
we
there we
go.
go. Get the Sinusoid going nicely there. Oof! Look how much damage that does with no shield on life 6.
Yeah.
This is a Dark Souls boss fight. You can only get hit like you can only take 2 hits, I think. Okay, 2 more chances.
Yeah, if he swings all the way to the right and all the way to the left, it makes it a little bit easier instead of standing on the platform, like actually swinging him.
Yeah, there's kind of a good period you can get Thunderbird into. Yeah, here we go. Just like swooping low across the middle of the altar, and you don't want to hang out on the edges of the room there, or you'll get fire falling on your head. You might end up in a real rough spot. And this is only the easy part. When Thunderbird gets taken down to half HP, the fire output becomes doubled.
Yeah,
Here it
anyone,
is.
this is not an easy fight.
Yeah, even with Magic 8, it's not easy.
Oh, one more. Come on, come on, come on. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Just stay out of range. Whew. All right, yeah, this should be free. Congrats for defeating the real final boss of Zelda 2, Moogle. Now you just got to defeat Dark Link without getting hit. What, 4 times? I think Dark Link always does 1 block.
Yeah, I believe so. I don't think it matters what your life is. It's always 1 block. And he always takes, what is it, 8 hits?
Yeah.
The corner
Oh, you got a neutral jump.
cheese?
You got a neutral jump if you're going to wait in the corner. You got to be ready for those jump ins. Darkling going in, trying to bring that corner pressure to Moogle. But Moogle is just sitting there spamming 1A. Just crouch blocking. Darklink never going for an overhead here. Just always mixing up with empty jump low. And boom, 135-16 for MoogleMod.
GG's Moogle. Yeah, racing is fun.
Yeah, it was a good race. I don't really know any of the names in this scene anymore, and it's fascinating to see that there's new strats and like more consistency in this game than ever before. I've always lamented how like, oh, there's speedrunning seems so dead on Twitch now because all the games were optimized 10 years ago. You know, there's no more Contra, no more Mega Man, but we're still grinding Zelda because it's really hard to perfect Zelda, it turns out.
Yeah, there's so much RNG in this run that and I mean, dude's got it down pretty good.
And manipulation of it now, from what I've gathered.
Yeah,
I learned stuff about like the overworld encounters I never knew before.
there's a lot of things that we know how to manipulate now that we probably didn't know, 3 or 4 years ago that really make quality of life really awesome. It doesn't look like Moogle's going to join us. I'll hit him up in my in my chat here and see if they want to join us. If not, let me pull up the schedule here. See if I can
You can interview me if our runners are camera shy.
see when our next race is. Because I'm a pro streamer and already have all that stuff pulled up. I would never be pulling this up on my phone and chatting at the same time.
Yo, what's up, guys?
How's it going?
By the way, hi. By the way, hi, Moogle.
Talk to us about the run.
Okay, I can see you talking, but I don't hear you. So
Check your
maybe
output device.
settings sorted out, unfortunately.
Can you hear us now? The output device.
Okay, there you go. I hear you now.
All right. How's it going, Moogle?
You know,
Okay.
only my actual worst time run ever, but it's been cool, you know, getting to do the tournament literally like a few weeks after I started learning this game, so
Yeah, and racing is so much different than like trying to do PB attempts. You know, there's so much randomness, and especially being a new runner, that just when all that's thrown at you, you know, in your first couple of months of speed running this, it can be a little overwhelming.
it was a zero pressure situation because Vaughn has been a huge supporter of my grind so far, and I know he's quite a bit better than I am. So I fully anticipated him beating my PB, which is mid 122 right now.
Yeah, I know
Okay.
that feeling of having to race against your sensei. I had to do it before in a Zelda 1 tournament a long time ago versus Jay Coper. Somehow I won, though. So
Yeah,
it's always good to go in there and try your best anyway.
exactly. And that's kind of the experience that I had last week against LSD, where I had taken a number of deaths in mid game. I was down to my last life coming out of P4, and I was kind of unsure about how that was going to turn out, but ended up clutching out the win in the last final seconds there. So, you know, there's no reason to not stick with it and at least finish your run, because I'd rather post a time than a DNF. So,
Yeah, and we all commend you for that. We know what it's like game overing, and then you're in your head like, okay, do I finish this or
and then it's
what
like
do I
you've got
do?
people watching you by yourself for the last 15 minutes, and it's like, well, I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me struggle through the last 15 minutes of the game, but
I will tell you this, Moogle. I enjoy watching high level play of Zelda 2, and I enjoy helping new runners through Zelda 2. I just like watching Zelda 2. I will literally watch anyone run Zelda 2.
totally. And I feel the same about Zelda 3, which was always my main grind. It takes a lot of people to make a community, so you got to support everybody out there as much as you can.
Absolutely, and hopefully we embrace everyone with arms wide open and all the other puns that I can throw out there. Do you know who your next opponent is, Moogle?
I do not. I think it might have been like indie, or I looked at it a few days ago, but I don't have it readily available. Actually, it'll be the loser of, or the winner of Indy and JLo.
All right. Well, with that, we have another race set up at 10 p.m. It'll be hosted on Muta Shadow. Justin Light will be doing comms, and it will be, let's see, Tabby versus Unos. That'll be a good race. They're already in chat here. So with that, I'm probably gonna raid over to them. Moogle, do you have any last words? Or
See you guys
comments?
in the next one. Thanks for being supportive and doing all the things.
Absolutely. Shiner?
I want to say thanks for letting me commentate. I had a good time. It was good to commentate one of these again. Kind of been out of the scene for a while, but I'm very happy to see everyone's doing great. Still doing amazing things with this game.
Yeah, it's been fun, and I see that Vaughn's in here. Are you able to talk, Vaughn? I don't know if Vaughn can talk or not. Probably not. Well, with that, if Shadow's streaming, I'm going to go host Shadow. If Shadow's not streaming, y'all go watch Shadow. And you
Can
can.
you hear me?
Oh, yes, we can, Vaughn. How's it going?
Oh, I finally figured it out here. I had something on mute.
Let's see here. I'll turn you up here.
Well done. You beat your opponent,
Thank
and now you beat your microphone.
The microphone was definitely strong there. GG move.
Yeah,
Really cool to see how he's progressed down the last month or so, because I know he's been really new.
Your performance was quite inspiring, Vaughn. My PB is a 126 flat, and you crushed that quite handily.
Oh
Make
man,
me
that
wanna
hand game.
maybe relearn this again.
That Valley of Death was brutal. The run overall was really good through P5. I was actually minus 20 against my PB, and then fence skip was bad and lost a bunch of time there, but I was still green at spell or so, +6 after P6, so I knew I had a shot to PB.
That's always awesome. A race PB is always encouraging. Well, do you know who your next opponent is, Vaughn?
I believe I play the winner of Shadow, and I think he's up against Why Must You Hate Me?
Why Must and Shadow? That'll be a good race.
Yeah, Why Must has been putting in runs, and he's been on fire. He's been playing well.
I followed that guy for a long time back when he was running Zelda 1. He grinded it for a long time.
Yep.
He must have done a good grind of this too.
Yeah, he just, as far as I know, he just started getting back on the Z2 grind. He did get his sub 30 in Zelda 1.
Oh wow, that's legendary. That's actually a really hard time to achieve.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. We've always dreamt of a tournament where you do Z1 into Z2.
I'm down.
Yeah, I'd be down for that too.
So maybe we can make that happen one day, and we'll all get into GDQ and we'll have a three Zelda run or something. Z1 into Z2 into Z3. I mean, there's so many like Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess. I mean, we could really make it silly for GDQ and like do the blowout and have Z1 into Z2 into Ocarina of Time. What's the other one that's real popular? Into Wind Waker, and then like end it with like Tears of the Kingdom or something. Like a 4
Yeah, that would
hour
be cool.
Zelda
Just
block
for
or
you, you
something.
can add Home Improvement on the SNES.
I am never playing that game ever again. If you haven't seen Home Improvement for the SNES, go Google it on YouTube and just watch somebody playing it. It is the most ridiculous game ever, and it has nothing to do with Home Improvement. But with that, I think we're gonna cut stream here. It looks like the other race may have been canceled. I'll find that out, and yeah. With that, let me take a quick look at the schedule real quick. Anybody still watching here? We have PRZ and Chosen will be tomorrow at 11 p.m. Eastern, and then Justin Man and this guy Trav White will be Wednesday at 9 p.m. and then Eon and Ugandis will be at 10 p.m. on Wednesday. That's what we have coming up next. There's no restream or comms for that. So if you'd like to do comms or if you'd like to restream it, let us know and we can get you hooked up. But with that, I think I'm going to sign off for me and everyone else. Thank you, Shiner. Thank you, Vaughn. Thank you, Moog, for racing. Y'all are awesome. We'll see y'all next time.
Thank you for the restream, Trav, and thank you for the comms, Trav and Shiner. Appreciate it.
And thanks to you and Moogle for being excellent opponents. I think I'm out too.